This video is going to demonstrate how to search the PD360 video library for videos you can use when teaching different Mathematics Florida standards. The first step is to log in. Remember that the first time you logged in to the PD360 website, you were encouraged to select the Remember Me checkbox. This is so you won't be prompted for a username and password the next time you try to access the site. This is the PD360 homepage. As you can see, there are links to the various resources available at PD360. For this course, we will be focusing on utilizing the PD videos. This is the icon for the videos, and when it is selected, a screen like this one will appear. The next step is to select the search icon, which is a magnifying glass. The search tool will appear. You will input keywords in this search field. For this example, we will be searching for the video of a sample lesson for teaching Algebra Standard MAFS 912 A-REI.3.5. This standard deals with proving that a given system of two equations in two variables, replacing one equation by the sum of that equation and a multiple of the other, produces a system with the same solution. Since we are searching PD360 and they identify their standards according to the Common Core State Standards for Math instead of our new Mathematics Florida standards, I will input the letter A for algebra and then a dash, the letters REI, which stand for Reasoning with Equations and Equalities. Now I'll input a dot and the number 5. When I select the search button, here are the results I'll get. As you can see, there are 4 different videos for this specific math standard. I have to be honest, so I'll let you know that I've been searching the PD360 video library ahead of time, so I was already aware of the videos that PD360 has available for this standard. Let's take a look at the first video. Notice that this lesson also includes Algebra, Reasoning with Equations and Inequalities Standard 3.6, which is solving systems of linear equations exactly and approximately, focusing on pairs of linear equations in two variables. In addition, this lesson includes MP.4 and 7. These are the 4th and 7th standards for mathematical practice. Even though the state of Florida is now using the new Mathematics Florida standards, we are not giving up these original standards for mathematical practice. We will look at these particular standards some more later in this course. This is also a good time to reinforce that when you compare the original Common Core State Standards for Math with the new Mathematics Florida standards, you should be able to correlate them fairly easily just by reading the descriptions. Let's look at what you can do with this video at this point. You may watch it, or you can go over to the eye icon, and when the screen tip pops up it says View Video Details. The second icon to the right is the clock icon, and that stands for Watch Later. You can choose this icon and then the program will save the video so you can watch it later in case you don't have the time to watch it right now. Let's look at more details. I'll go back and select the eye. Notice the screen that popped up. Here is a summary of the lesson, and down at the bottom it shows the length of the lesson, and then you're going to see even more icons that you can select. Here's that Watch Now link that you saw earlier, and when you select this icon, the screen tip pops up and says Share with Others. This is how the PD360 video you watched earlier was shared with you. I copied the link and posted it in the course. The next icon is the Respond to Reflection and Follow-up Questions. PD360 offers in-house courses, and this icon relates to those. The next icon is for reading the guidebook. This is a very helpful option, so I'm going to select it so you can see it up close. Notice how it opens up in a PDF. and as I scroll down the page, you will see lots of information about the standards and this particular video. Here's the part I really want you to see. It's the teacher lesson plan. As you know, for this course, you're going to be creating your own lesson plan for at least one standard that's covered in the course. These are the types of things you need to start looking at now. Lesson plan examples like these will be helpful, and hopefully you will be able to incorporate some of the ideas you see into the one you are going to be creating. This is something you definitely need to come back in and look at. Take advantage of all these different resources that are available to you. I'm going to use the tab-based browsing to close this tab and return back to this pop-up page. Down here at the icons we were looking at earlier, you will see the one that is next to the guidebook icon is for downloading the audio. It's a headset icon. That's in case you want to download the audio from the video segment. You can listen to it later. The next icon to the right is for downloading the transcript. This gives you the entire transcript of the video if you would like to view it later. Then there is that same clock icon that you saw earlier. It is for watching the video later. And the last icon is the PD360 Apple logo. This icon shows that you can look at related resources on the PD360 website for this particular standard and this video. I'm going to close the pop-up window with the little X in the top right corner, and let's go back and search for another algebra video. I'll input A for algebra and then a dash, and now the letters CED, which stand for creating equations, which is a subdomain for algebra, and I will add a dot and then the number 2. When I select the search button, you will see the results for the different videos that apply to this standard. Let's look at the first video. Notice that this sample lesson not only deals with algebra, but it also combines other standards from the function domain. Notice that there are also a few standards for mathematical practice covered in this lesson. That may be what you end up doing when you create your lesson for this course. You will definitely want to include the applicable mathematical practice standards, but you may also see that your lesson would work best if it were for multiple standards that are bundled together instead of just one. That decision will of course be yours. Notice that you have the same options you saw earlier, such as watch now, look at details, or watch later. Hopefully, you will be ready when you are asked later in this module to come in to PD360 and search for videos on your own. You will need to know the procedures for doing that, and that is why this video was created. Also, the goal is for you to start using the PD360 website for your own professional growth. They have lots of high-quality professional development videos, and we have a district license so that all our teachers and administrators have an account. You are greatly encouraged to take full advantage of this online instructional resource.